The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Break. 380. 54 Mike.
You trap.
I'll go special.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here. Check.
From the 31, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
280.
54.
12.
This is me and you.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
If I got kicked out of that one, partner, you and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Check 52. Left. Gun.
They run it with Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
14.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Alert 36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 11. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, exit.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Check 15.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Cousins toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Wide. Hey, Foxtrot.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. We're scoreless after 1.
50 to Mike. Keep it up, guys. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gathered together, the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Check. Left.
Here's Carson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. On 3rd down, Carson And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come out here in the eye.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run, Gun. Move.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Not today, you are. Not today. Shit. Watch out. First. Check 4. Switch. Shit.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right here.
Again, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Cousins the thrower. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 73 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that can go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Wilson now to throw on third down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Four down.
This is Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Listen to me. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Shift. 5.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good route here. Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
49, check 49. Hey, Ringo, 48.
On the ground, it's Cook. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. 14, spill.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Showing it.
Lucky 48.
Now Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 82 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
To throw is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, 26 yards. And the Seahawks can take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here I come.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch twins.
Line out.
Line 50. I'm coming after you.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.